Welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're coming back, thank you for coming back to watch, and your comments and all the likes, thank you, and sharing. And today we're going to talk about our high value cash crops, and that is the tomatoes, okra, and green peppers. That is our tomatoes. It is Avenos Royal Plus. And that's my mom and Blessing in the background, talking and debating whether the mushrooms were edible. And with those tomatoes, we planted 2,000 plants of tomatoes, and really good. And we had 6 lines of 100 meters on those tomatoes. And they are a variety of from Avenos. And that's me and Blessing talking about the tomatoes. And we're coming right along. And that's us going through, and look at the leaves and even the fruit, very healthy. And tomatoes, for those who know, or it's a debate out there, some people think it's a fruit, some people think it's a vegetable, but tomatoes are fruits. And look at how we did it. We did a pruning of the leaves, and really that helps control disease as well. And that's the tomatoes. And in the background, I was talking to Blessing about how people were admiring these tomatoes. As you can see, and that's my sister right there, and talking to my uncle, and she was in the okra, and we spent $13 on the okra, and that okra was like 23 centimeters. She's gonna measure it. Easy. 23 centimeters. Right. So anyway, that's the tomatoes coming along. And what I like about the hybrid tomatoes and the indeterminate ones, you can actually be harvesting for like 4 months going up. Some of them you can even harvest as long as 9 months. This one you can harvest up from 4 to 6 months of harvesting. So that's what is good about it, because the market fluctuates. That way, even if the prices are changing, you can always sell at whatever price it is, and it averages out right there. That's Blessing. Every morning we go into the field, making sure that we look and scout for pests, and also scout for any disease. And if there's any, we are very aggressive in treatment, just to make sure that our crops always remain high quality. And we bought those 2,000 plants of tomatoes for $140, and they did very well. We also had to buy longer poles, because this variety grows really tall. And as you can see, the tomatoes were coming right along, and they were good. And I will always give farmers suggestions that when you go and sell your crops to the market, please don't hold on to the crops. Tomatoes are perishable, so don't hold on to them, just sell them. This variety was really good. It's very good with disease resistant, and it was good quality, and people really loved it. And as you can see, the tomatoes are really healthy. The leaves are also very healthy. And we did very well with those plants. And really, for every plant of tomatoes, we made about $1.50 each. And we went on to do the green peppers. And our green peppers are from Star Ikes, and we bought them from Charter Seeds. And we bought 900 seedlings, and the variety is called Diva. And that's there, our stuff ready for the harvest. And when you see us selling tomatoes that are very ripe like that, we are actually selling them to where it's being consumed. This way, the school delivery. And the green peppers and the tomatoes, we also supply them at the boarding schools around our area, and we also sell to the market, and we also sell to people who wants to resell. So that's us with the okra and the tomatoes going to the market. And look at how it was. Very good. And the green peppers were also very good. Our green peppers were selling very fast. And we planted 900 of those green peppers. And we bought them for $90. And that okra, I think I mentioned it earlier, we only bought the okra seeds for $13. So that's us putting stuff into the car and going to sell. And then those tomatoes, when we harvest, we really do take time and do the grading of the tomatoes and make sure when they are like that, mixed ripe and not so ripe, it's for people who are reselling so that they don't go bad as fast. And then that's us putting those tomatoes in the crates. And you always make sure you take time grading your tomatoes so that the quality is really good. This is the okra. We got this okra for only $13 for the seeds, and we harvested a lot of okra, and we were harvesting for a very long time. We harvested that okra for more than 2.5 months, going to 3 months, and we really did very well with the okra for $13, and you can see how far it went. That's all okra. And for the green peppers, as you can see, each plant was having about 6 or more each time when we harvest, and more will be coming up and flowering. And even up to now, we are still harvesting green peppers. And as you can see, all those green peppers. So each plant of green peppers made us about $1.50 per plant, and we are still selling them. So think about 900 plants. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there, ready for harvest. And the flowers were coming up again, and more green peppers coming. So this is a very good variety. So $1.50 each plant on 900 plants, and we still have more plants that we are harvesting. We're still harvesting right now, so you can figure how much that will earn. And really, you just have to be careful, making sure that you take care of your plants, and they will take care of you as well. So that's us going through the green peppers, and the variety is Diva. And then the okra, we did the harvesting. And when we harvest our okra, we harvest our okra the very day we are taking it to the market. We really want our okra to be fresh. And for the most part, when we take the okra to the market, it doesn't even take 10 minutes to sell them. So we ended up having to have people just give us orders, and we just deliver the okra to them. That shadow, that's my uncle there taking pictures. And those tomatoes, pretty much ready for the market, but this was the school delivery as well, with the green peppers and the tomatoes. So our delivery for the school is about twice a week. And then to the market, we were going to the market at least 5 times per week. And okra is like every 2 days you can harvest okra. And look at us. So why I call these crops high value crops is because look at how much we have. Not that much in the vehicle, so it's not even very heavy, but when we go and sell those crops, we make real good money. Every run, sometimes we would go and make even about $500 per delivery. And when you were selling cabbage, you would fill this van with cabbage, and you only make maybe $150. So that's why these are high value crops. It means you are using a small piece of land and grow your crops, and then they don't even take much space when you are delivering them, and you make a lot of money with it. So that's why they are called high value crops. And look at that, that's delivery. So these are different days when we were taking our stuff to the market, and we were selling off our tomatoes and okra and the peppers also locally. So people in the community were coming to buy, and some people in the community were actually coming to buy and going to resell to those people who can't walk to come to our place to buy for themselves. And that's the okra. So the okra, we grade it, and the small okra is what we go and take to the market, and the bigger okra, we keep it for ourselves and we eat, or we give our family members or relatives, and we also freeze it. In case you don't know, you can actually cut your okra and freeze it, and when you cook it, it just feels like it's fresh. So frozen okra is a thing, but we just do it for our own consumption, and that's our okra going. So for the tomatoes, when we harvested, every tomato plant gave us at about $1.50, and we had 2,000 plants. So you can calculate a small piece of land of 2,000 plants, and you make $1.50 per plant. That's how good these tomatoes are. That's why I like the hybrid indeterminate. Always, as a farmer, make sure you don't hold on to your crops, especially perishable stuff. And we also champion on making sure we are grading our crops and delivering high quality things so that the people will want to buy from us. And we really made good relationships with the buyers, and it was very well. And as you can see, we take time doing it, and we sort it up and put it in crates and then deliver it to the market. And really, you form good relationships with that, because people don't want you to be selling them rotten stuff. So you just make sure that anything that looks like it's going to get bad, you just remove it. And I don't know how my sister does it, but every morning she's up and about. By 4:30 in the morning, we are doing all the harvesting. We harvest the okra and the peppers the day of selling, because we actually champion ourselves to deliver fresh produce. Fresh farm produce. That's my sister right there, smiling up in early at the market. I don't know how she does it, but anyway, that's about it, and that's all our tomatoes. And thank you again for watching, and stop again next time. And that doesn't mean that we are perfect. We're just sharing what we do, and please give us suggestions as well. Thank you.